What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our missed video of Rahu Transit. That's right. Today, we're going to be covering Rahu over planets. As in what happens when Rahu, during his 18-month transits, going over a certain planet. And I know, I just kind of missed it after the part B of Rahu. I moved on to Ketu. I'm like, wow, this is a short series of Ketu transit where I was making like part D, part E for like other planets, and then suddenly, whoosh. That's what happens when you have two kids and you're running a household. You just lose the sense of your work. So anyway, let's start with Rahu over other planets. And if you do not know what your ascendant is, what your moon sign is, what your other planetary placements are, which house each planet is placed in, so this way you can see when Rahu is transiting over those planets, what are the things that are developing in your chart. And if you do not know what your planetary placements are, for that check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, and Aspects of the Speed of Light, including all my consultations here. And it's funny, I've been doing this for the past 8 months. If you want to look at the report, books, consultation, check out the links here. And somehow, some way, but I'm just saying, for the past 8 months, I say this and somehow I always seem to find some comment, either on my Facebook page or YouTube page. So what is the process of getting your book or getting the report of this? And I'm like, did you watch the video? Or were you just, as soon as you saw the video title, you just commented? I mean, I just don't know what the psychology is of people. Like, every video I have said that in the front, and yet just from my last video I made, I had a comment. What is your website again? And how do I see this book? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what my website is. Let's figure it out. Let's play a game. Well, anyway, guys. So let's start with this. So today, Rahu over planets. So what happens when Rahu is transiting over your sun? And remember, this is a video which may be half-baked. This is not a full-baked cake, okay, of transit. This is a half-baked cake. No matter which transit video if you watch of me, it'll be a half-baked cake because we do not know where your sun is placed. We do not know where your other planetary placements are, which sign Rahu or any other planet is transiting over, which house they're transiting over. So we can't really assess that, and including the Ashtavarga points. That's very important. And usually I try to steer off of that, because if I was to teach that, and I know 90% of you guys will go to your Ashtavarga chart, start looking at things like, oh my God, that transit is going to be bad, and then that transit is going to be even worse, and that's going to be even worse. And then I don't want to put that fear in you. So that's why I never touched that, series of Binashtavarga, Ashtavarga, Sarvashtavarga. So I just keep off that. But just remember, this is a half-baked truth. Now, what is the job of Rahu in transit? As you know, Rahu is this explosive energy. It likes to explode things. It wants to overblown things. It wants to show things like, if this is the size of this remote, okay, to control my camera, and Rahu will make it look like it's this big. So if this is sun, okay, where's my remote now? So if this is sun, the sun, instead of this size, will look like this big when Rahu transits over. Just imagine Rahu is a magnifying glass going over planet. But then you need to know the innate nature of Rahu. Rahu is originally a malevolent energy. It is the energy that brings in desires. It's the energy that brings in need to take shortcuts in life. It's the energy that makes us do things because we want things right away. Just remember that that's what Rahu is. I want that right away. How do I get it? So yes, you can see criminals from Rahu, or you can see very high spiritual figures from Rahu, because they were like, how do I achieve moksha, enlightenment, and kundalini in my life right now? The other one would be like, how do I get $1 million right now? Do I have to rob a bank? What do I need to do this? Do I have to become a senator or a congressman in the United States to get that? So that's what Rahu is. So when Rahu goes over Sun in this 18-month period, what you will notice, depending upon the dignity of Sun, is that the personality of the native, the ego of the native will be overblown. They're like, I can achieve anything, I can do anything, and I can defeat anyone. Dare you come in front of me and I will obliterate you. I will blow you out in front of me because I am feeling so macho. So Rahu is magnifying your Sun. In this time period, Rahu is like wanting to make you go out there and just be somebody important. Kind of like the best example would be, I'm thinking of a movie where, imagine a movie, I'm sure you can think of a movie where the person is nobody. And then person comes out being like this heroic figure, like, that's it, this is who I am. Look at me, pay attention to me, I am this, hello. So that's what it does. Now, Sun represents the energy of father, authority, government. So what happens is their authority rises, but at the same time, what this can also show is that your father's ego himself will rise. You will be interacting with foreign governments. Rahu can bring you across authorities who are very manipulative. So let's say if this is your Sun, Rahu is a very malevolent energy, right? He wants to do things very quickly. So he can bring you across authorities who want to help you, but you think they're helping you, but in fact, they're wanting to get something for their own. That's what Rahu does. But depending on, let's say if your Sun is exalted, Rahu goes over it. I mean, you will be taking right decision that will bring you across masses in a good way. Kind of like, let's say, what Bernie Sanders is happening in the United States. The possible presidential candidate. And I'm trying to look at the charts of him and Hillary, but the thing is, there's no proper time of birth for him. So I'm just like, ugh. You can easily see through Jaimani Raj Yogas, you can see who will prevail during this time. Forget even the Parashara astrology with politics. If you just use Gemini astrology, you see the Raj Yogas that are occurring, the Dhan Yogas that are occurring. Now, Rahu transits over your moon. Moon, the mind, happiness, comfort, mother, our ability to think and imagine things. What do you think Rahu will do? Well, Rahu transiting over moon will definitely kind of accelerate your ability to think outside the box. You will have vivid dreams. You will have vivid ideas. Like, this is the transit of the moon that might have had the programmer of Candy Crush, Minecraft, Angry Birds come about. Like, Rahu was transiting over the moon, like, you know what? I want to create a game that people are addicted to. How do I do this? Oh, let me create this thing called Minecraft. We build all these things. You build your own world, and you're the Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh and Shiva of your own world. That's what Rahu does. It takes your mind to the abstract thinking. So this is on a positive way, this is a very creative mind. But on the other way, if depending upon the dignity of your moon, it can bring you across. And again, only depending upon the dignity of your moon through birth chart and devil charts, it can bring you across energies like ghosts, demonic energies. Because all of this that we experience is Rahu, the illusion. We think it's there, but it's not there, but it is actually there. Okay? And Rahu is that worldly, that energy. And so going over moon can show that your mother might travel across the world this time when Rahu is transiting over your moon. It can even show mother might get scammed by some foreigner. Rahu transits over your Mercury. Mercury is what? Mercury is intellect, your ability to comprehend things, learn things, memorize things. It's your speech and communication style. It's your business style. It's your ability to transfer one message from one place to the other. This is a brilliant transit over Moon. Over Mercury. Because now it's like it's magnifying your ability to comprehend things and logically look at things. You're going to be calculating things very quickly. And your business ability will shine. Because remember, Rahu is the last person to take orders. In the planetary alignment, Rahu is the last planet to take orders. Rahu hates taking orders. He does not like to work. Rahu wants to be in charge and be an entrepreneur. Rahu wants to spread his energy all over the place. And this is why I see it in many horoscopes where a person's energy wants to go here, do this, do this, do this. I actually had a consultation today where this girl was saying, I want to be a beautician. I want to be a healer. I want to be a writer. I want to be an actress. Can you please tell me what to do? And I'm just like, bam, right there, Rahu in the ascendant. Rahu was in the ascendant going over, is like right with Venus. So you know that this person is all about wanting to creatively express themselves in every single direction. So with Mercury, what it does, especially when it comes to business, brilliant decision making with Mercury. You'll be able to talk your way into making deals happen because Rahu is that clever energy. So when it's in your speech, you know you are saying something that will get to the person's Ukrainium and make that deal for you. If you're going through, let's say, you're going to take an exam in mathematics, physics, any kind of a calculative accounting exam, and Rahu's going over your Mercury. Whenever Rahu goes over Mercury and someone tells me, well, when should I take the exam? I'm like, well, this is the time. Because now your thinking and your calculative ability is racing. You'll be able to see things very clearly and comprehend and understand things. This can even, the transit over Mercury can give certain interest towards learning foreign languages or computer languages, software languages. Then Rahu goes over Venus. It can bring you across a relationship with foreign women. Foreign women in general, meaning like it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. You may get into a partnership with the person or get a client who's of a foreign origin and they're female. But yet Venus is that energy of love, romance, that sexual interaction like Mars. So here the person is like really feeling like if they're married, they just like, I need to have my wife now. I know it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I got to go home, have my wife. That's what Rahu will do over Venus. It'll like make that energy obsessive about your partner or love and romance and even in creativity, arts and media. Like when Rahu goes over Venus, that's where you will see the actors shine. That's where you will see actors getting sudden fame. Because remember, Rahu is best friends with Mercury and Venus. A little bit with Saturn too, but mainly Rahu enjoys the company of Mercury and Venus. Why Mercury and Venus? Because Mercury and Venus are Rajasic planets. Rajasic meaning planets that enjoy luxury and wealth. That's exactly what Rahu is. So if your Rahu is conjunct any of these planets in your birth chart, don't go on to whatever any astrologer says that it's a bad position. It's not. It's a brilliant position for your Mercury and Venus. Then Rahu goes over Mars. Well, this could be good and bad in terms of how you look at it. Let's say if Mars' dignity is not good in your horoscope, Rahu goes over it. For the 18 months, this person will have anger sitting on their shoulders and their head and their chest and everywhere. They'll have anger sitting. And this person can burst into any second into this volcano of anger. They will have sudden disputes and fights with their male siblings or their male friends or as I say, their male brothers. And on the good side, if you are in your youth, you are an athlete, soldier, fighter, lawyer, government person, man, this is a time where you will clear competition. Because what happens is, even if you weren't as competitive in your life before, Rahu is like putting the NOS gas on your car. You know, you attach those illegal NOS gases when you do like illegal racing, like Fast and the Furious. It's kind of like that. Like you're the most scared person in the world. You didn't want to fight anybody in high school. Everybody just bullied you. And when Rahu came over your Mars, you're like, you know what? Screw this shit. I'm going to take care of all your mofos. And I'm going to kick all your asses. And that's what happens. Suddenly the person just turns ballistic and just go like 316 on you. So that's the energy of Rahu going over Mars. Then Rahu goes over Jupiter. And well, Jupiter is a very sattvic planet. Like Mars is a tamasic planet. The energy that deals with the Maya itself and our tamasic nature. Now Rahu is going over sattvic Jupiter. Jupiter is all about eating vegetarian food, praying in the morning, following the advice of the guru, learning their scriptures, learning their Jyotish in the morning. Rahu comes, may disrupt all that. Suddenly the student is like, you know what? I'm going to be the guru myself. I am the guru of the guru. Suddenly the Jupiter in the person is magnified. So if Jupiter is well placed, what this will do? This will devote the person immensely to their gurus. This person will come across foreign gurus, foreign teachers that will teach them things in the right way. On the bad side, if Jupiter is having a bad dignity, Rahu coming over Jupiter will be like, screw my teachers, screw my father, and anybody who teaches me anything, they're all wrong. Life is not about learning about the Vedas and learning about Jyotish. No, life is about, man, going out clubbing, learning from smoking some, grass and drinking some scotch. That's what life is. So in that 18-month period, a person will get either really screwed or will go to the higher level, because Rahu is that energy that directs itself based on the dignity of the planets. And what do I always mean by dignity? See, dignity is seen by how the planet is in your horoscope. If a planet is receiving no malefic aspect, it's in a friendly sign and a friendly house, it's in a good dignity. If a planet is in an enemy sign or debilitated, receives many malefic aspects versus any positive aspects in a bad house, then it's a bad dignity. Simple, that's what it is. So anytime I say good dignity or bad dignity, that's what I'm talking about. It's simple ABC. It's nothing complicated. But that's what Rahu will do. But Jupiter is wealth, is the significator of children and wealth and learning. In this time, a person is like, how do I get kids now? I want kids now. And the person's wealth will suddenly explode depending upon how Jupiter is placed. If your Jupiter is, let's say, in the 2nd, 5th, 7th, 9th, 10th, 11th house, Rahu will explode your income and your savings. So in a way, Rahu kind of helps Jupiter. Then Rahu finds its way onto Saturn. Here, depending upon the dignity of Saturn, a person will not follow rules and regulation in their work. They suddenly will feel lethargic. Like, who wants to wake up at 6 a.m. to go to work? I'll just call in sick and wake up some other time, fine, whatever. So Rahu disturbs that energy of Saturn. Saturn is like a disciplined, workaholic, routine, repetitive planet. It just wants to do same thing over and over again. Why? Because Saturn is a servant. Saturn's job and his duty is to simply work and serve humanity and serve people at large. And then Saturn is like, I'm going to stay within my boundaries. I am who I am. I'm not going to try to be a leader. This is why Saturn's Marna Karka position is in the ascendant, right? It is where Saturn goes to die, because Saturn does not like to be in a leadership position. It's like you're putting a servant into a leadership position. He'll be like, I don't know what to do. You're better at it. I just want to take orders and work. So same thing happens when Rahu. It kind of gives him that complete opposite direction of what it needs to do. Now, on the better side, if let's say your Saturn is exalted, okay, and Jupiter aspects your Saturn. So we know Saturn is in a very good dignity. Rahu goes over it. This person will systematically arrange everything beautifully in that 18-month period of Rahu. They know exactly what to do, how to arrange, how to kind of manage things, section things off. They will be promoted and will be recognized for their work and for their dedicated service to certain things. In government, they will achieve high administrative status. So if your Saturn is very well placed and Rahu is going over your Saturn, this would be a great time to give your IAS exam, IPS exams, competitive exams. Because you will find that discipline to achieve your success in that government administration, which Saturn is. Then, if Rahu goes over Rahu itself, that's Rahu return. That is where Rahu matures your illusion about the world. Before your Rahu return, you think that life is a piece of cake, a walk in a park, and life is just filled with drugs, alcohol, sex, and women. When Rahu goes over Rahu kind of helps itself. Rahu says, look, you want all the Maya in the world, you can achieve it. But stop being so careless. It's time to for you to do something about keeping what you have right now. Otherwise, you might end up in jail. So when Rahu goes over Rahu, it kind of helps the person to break the illusion in a way where they break the illusion like you're like, wow, yeah, I need to get to work. I need to make more money than what I'm making now if I want to keep up with what I'm having now. Simple. Then Rahu goes over Ketu. Brilliant. This is actually one of the best transits experiences that I've seen in many people. When Rahu goes over Ketu, suddenly the person is obsessed about spiritual awakening. Suddenly the person wants to experience their Kundalini awakening. They want to join meditative groups. They want to go to pilgrimage to experience spiritual bliss. Why? Because the obsessive nature of Rahu is going over your nature of Ketu, which is nothing, which is simply your past. You are kind of reconnecting. Rahu is obsessively making you reconnect with who you were. So if suddenly when Rahu goes over your Ketu, and you were a very nice daddy's princess, very good in your behavior, and suddenly when Rahu goes over Ketu, and you're like, wow, I want to be the hottest girl in my high school. I want to be doing modeling. So what is happening is, it's not your spiritual awakening that is happening. It is that Ketu is bringing light onto who you were in the past. And this is why you may have somebody who suddenly from high school goes and becomes a stripper. Because in past life they must have been a stripper, and now suddenly Rahu invoked that energy. But at the same time, if Ketu is in a certain house that is showing that spiritual bliss, then Rahu will suddenly make a person feel like, you know what, I want to give up everything, give up my job, give up my relationships, everything, and I just want to be in an ashram. So this is what the Rahu's job is over other planets. Okay? So guys, hopefully this has given you some insights into Rahu or planets. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Again, if you want to know where my books is, where my consultations are, where my reports is, this is the link, okay? So hopefully you don't have to comment that again on my page. Otherwise, we'll see you next time, guys. Thank you.